Before anesthetics were discovered, and it wasn't so long ago as all that, toothache was a recurrent nightmare, and its treatment a pretty crude form of smash and grab. Then, with the onward march of technology, things began to improve, and modern dentistry was born. Yet despite all their super equipment, most dentists are still frustrated drillers and fillers even today.
Well, until a few years ago, although a dentist, I was a 6-monthly repairman, and I spent my entire time filling people's teeth, scaling, polishing people's teeth. And I took a tremendous pride in doing nice dentistry and seeing a lovely row of shiny fillings in people's mouths. And this, to me, was good dentistry. But I realized that, in spite of this, eventually my patients were going to lose their teeth. And I realized that unless I did something other than doing all these rows of fillings, my patients were going to end up with dentures. It was about then I discovered this substance called plaque, which is a sort of sticky, almost invisible material on the teeth.
This is what plaque looks like magnified thousands of times. You can see how it builds up. After a few hours, a day, 2 days, a horrid mesh of billions of bacteria of all shapes and sizes stuck round the necks of the teeth. It's not easy to see, but it soon shows up if you suck a special tablet which will stain it red. Plaque attacks in 2 ways. Whenever we eat or drink sweet things, the plaque acts like a sponge, soaking up the sugar and turning it into acid, which attacks the enamel of the teeth and rots them away. That's why you get toothache. And the more often you take in sugar, the more frequent the attacks become. At the same time, poison from the bacteria in the plaque can attack the gums. It's a much slower process and it doesn't hurt, but in the end, gum infection is just as destructive because the teeth gradually get loose and have to be taken out. So the first rule for the prevention of both toothache and gum disease is get rid of the plaque. A quick scrub round with a toothbrush is just not good enough. It's something that has to be taught very thoroughly, but you can't start too early.
And the first thing we're going to do is to give you a little red tablet, and you'll chew this up, and it'll make your teeth and your gums and your tongue all red. And that'll tell us how well you cleaned your teeth. And then you're all going to look in a mirror, you see, a little dental mirror and one of these, and you can have a look in your own mouths and see how well you've done it. Right, now we're going to have a look at your teeth. And we're going to see if you've got any plaque on your teeth. You hold the mirror, and we're going to see if there's any of this red stuff. Bite together. There is a bit, isn't there? Can you see it in the mirror? You're looking in the mirror. Can you all see it? Yes. See it up here, on the tip of my finger? There, look at that. Well, that's the stuff that's causing all the trouble. You see? That'll make the teeth go all bad. Let's have a look at down the back with the mirror. Look at it. Can you see? That's all those sweets and goodness knows what, isn't it? Can you see it's all red? Can you see that? Can you see? Where is it? You show me some on his tooth. You show me. Where is the some of his tooth?
Up there.
Where? Just there. Yes, there is. Well, we're going to have to show you how to brush that off, aren't we? Open wide. Can you see the brush there, getting right on the inside of those teeth? And you've got to get off all that red stuff. Okay? Can you see how to do that? You have a go. You try yourself now. That's it. That's it. That's very good. So try and do the top ones now. Do the top ones at the back. As well as teaching children how to clean their teeth, equally important, we must teach the adults how to control their plaque. And we do this by means of cleaning their teeth with a toothbrush, but most important, they have to be shown how to use dental floss, this very thin string, cotton-like material, which they use to clean in between their teeth, where the toothbrush, of course, can't get. Just very gently.
So now you know what you can do, but there are things the dentist can do as well.
All right, Patrick, what are we going to do today? Pop your head back, Opie.
No.
Have you forgotten?
Mm.
We're going to do a fluoride
Oh,
thing
yeah,
today.
that.
Yes, that's it. And what do we have to do first of all? Pop your head back. That's it. Polish your teeth.
Take, for instance, fluoride. This is a substance which toughens the tooth enamel against acid attack. Nowadays, many dentists apply it direct to children's teeth, and its effect can be reinforced by using a fluoride toothpaste at home. All this does help to cut down decay.
This is a much nicer way to introduce a child to dentistry than having to start with fillings. And the fluoride solution can either be painted on the teeth, or many dentists now prefer to use a fluoride jelly. The teeth have to be cleaned and polished and dried, and then the fluoride jelly is applied in a special tray to the teeth and held there in close contact for about 4 minutes. And that's all there is to it. Some cotton wool to keep it dry. One that side. And one the other side. Pop the sucker in.
I can't help.
There we are. And now we have to keep it like that for you for 4 minutes. Can you manage? The fluoride that we use actually gets into the outside enamel layer of the tooth and is most effective in protecting the smooth surfaces. But decay also starts in the pits and crevices of the biting surfaces of the teeth. And we can coat these crevices with a special plastic coating. And this is called fissure sealing. This is just as easy to do as applying the fluoride, and the teeth are prepared to take the coating. And the coating is then painted on and hardened with a special beam of ultraviolet light. As well as being a dentist, I have 4 children of my own. So I'm trying very hard to see that they don't have any trouble with their teeth. Unfortunately, we live in an area where there isn't enough fluoride in the water. So they have to have their fluoride in tablet form every day. And I buy these at the local chemist. It's very important, too, that they don't have too many things which are bad for their teeth, like cakes and biscuits and sweets. But, of course, all children have to have some of these things. So my children have them at meal times. They're quite happy about this. In fact, if they're given sweets, they'll bring them home and put them in their sweet boxes and save them to eat till tea time. And I try to see that they clean their teeth afterwards. And of course, we all use a fluoride toothpaste.
So to sum it all up, remember the 3 R's. Regular cleanliness, right diet,